First at 4, we're on the lookout for pop-up showers tonight, but we could see more serious storms over the weekend. We'll tell you when. Paula?
Sandra, do you see all of this going on around me? I'm going to take you inside an actual bat house and show you how you can get up close and personal with some of the most interesting nocturnal creatures around.
All right, Paula, also ahead, deadly text messages. This young woman now on trial for messages she sent to her suicidal boyfriend. Right now, the verdict is in.
Local 4 News begins right now with a breaking news alert.
But we begin today at 4 with breaking news in St. Clair Shores. That's where a man is accused of sexually assaulting a 13-year-old girl. 34-year-old Charles Michaels was arrested on Thursday after police were called to the area of Harper and Masonic. That's where the teen alerted officers about the assault. Michaels matched the suspect description and was arrested at Kite Monroe Park. He was charged today with criminal sexual conduct, 3rd degree. And we're also following breaking news coming from the Detroit Tigers today with designated hitter Victor Martinez now in the hospital. Tigers manager Brad Ausmus telling MLB Radio Martinez is in the hospital for something, quote, more scary than a general baseball injury. He had cold sweats and an elevated heart rate and spent the night in the hospital. Our sports team right now gathering more information for you, and we will be live at Comerica Park tonight at 5.
Got an irregular heartbeat and probably will spend another night tonight there. We put him on the DL, and we'll know more probably by tomorrow.
And again, that was Brad Ausmus there. Much more on Martinez coming up at 5 o'clock. Also first at 4, neighbors helping neighbors as a fire raced through an apartment complex. This happened in South Lyon. Everyone is okay right now, but there were some pretty tense moments today. That fire broke out around 12:15 this morning. This was at the Water's Edge Apartments off Lafayette. It started on a first-floor apartment, but quickly spread to the second floor. That's where 3 apartments caught fire. Amazingly, though, folks acted really fast to make sure everyone got out okay.
Families came around and tried to knocked on everyone's doors to wake them up and said the building's on fire, get out.
Crews believe the fire was started by a candle. A full investigation is now underway. A 24-year-old man in critical condition at this hour after a shooting at a club on Detroit's west side. Police say the man and his girlfriend were leaving Diamond nightclub on Michigan Avenue. This was around 2 this morning when a stray bullet hit the man in the leg. He was taken to the hospital where he remains in critical condition. His girlfriend is okay. You will see dozens of new police officers on the streets of Detroit after this graduation at the Police Academy. The ceremony honored 55 graduates this morning. This was at the Second Ebenezer Church on DeQuinder. At the graduation ceremony, the department also honored Police Chief James Craig, who was celebrating his 40th year in law enforcement. Congratulations to Chief Craig and, of course, all the new officers. To your first forecast now, and we are watching for possible rain again. Andrew's in today for Ben. Andrew, what are we looking at tonight?
Well, Sandra, the hot weather has returned, and with that, the mugginess and a few showers that are scattered about. Not too many here in Detroit and southeast Michigan as of yet. I mean, we got 86 degrees right now, but we can see soupy conditions off to our west, scattered showers across Wisconsin, parts of the UP. While around here, we got a mixture of clouds and sunshine for us here in the Motor City, and 86 degrees currently. Tonight, we'll see temperatures go down to about 70 degrees. We'll see a few scattered showers that will be on and off as we get closer to the dinner hour and just before midnight. But this weekend, it remains hot, it remains humid, so a better chance of some stronger storms for tomorrow and early on Father's Day. We'll talk more about your Father's Day forecast and a look at next week and your full 7-day forecast in just minutes.
Thank you, Andrew. Today, President Trump announced a series of changes to the country's Cuba policy. Devin is in the newsroom with more on the president's speech he delivered this afternoon in Miami. Devin?
Yeah, Sandra, the president made it pretty clear today when it comes to Cuba. He believes the deal negotiated by former President Obama hurts Americans, and he believes his administration can do better when it comes to Cuba relations.
Effective immediately, I am canceling the last administration's completely one-sided deal with Cuba.
Under President Trump's new Cuba policy, it'll be harder for Americans to travel to Cuba alone, not in a tour group, for example. They will also be prohibited from spending any money on hotels and businesses that have ties to the Cuban military. The president also pledging to keep the economic embargo on Cuba until it releases all political prisoners and allows for the legalization of all political parties with free and internationally supervised elections.
When Cuba is ready to take concrete steps to these ends, we will be ready, willing, and able to come to the table to negotiate that much better deal for Cubans, for Americans, much better deal. And a deal that's fair, a deal that's fair, and a deal that makes sense.
Now, the president not exactly reversing all of the Obama administration policies. For instance, embassies in Washington and Havana are going to remain open. Cuban-American travel is going to remain unaffected for those who need to go see family on the island. Ahead of today's announcement, the Cuban government, including Cuban President Raul Castro, signaling a willingness to negotiate with President Trump. So we'll see if a new deal is somewhere in the offing. Sandra, back to you.
All right. Thank you so much, Devin. Meantime, President Trump continues his Twitter war against the special counsel investigation swirling around him. The president lashed out with tweets blasting the media and blasting reports he's under investigation for obstruction of justice. One tweet was, quote, "I'm being investigated for firing the FBI director by the man who told me to fire the FBI director. Witch hunt." It would appear the president is referring to Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein in that quote. The tweets are only increasing fears among some Democrats Trump will fire Rosenstein, special counsel Robert Mueller, or possibly both men. We're also tracking other stories making news across America at this hour, and still no verdict right now in the Bill Cosby sex assault trial. The comedian's attorneys are pushing for a mistrial. The jury has been deliberating now for 5 days and told the judge they were deadlocked. That was yesterday. Cosby's team has made repeated requests for a mistrial, but the judge says he will let jurors work as long as they want. They have been asking to review more testimony today. If there's a verdict, by the way, of course, we will bring it to you right away. 4th of July arrived early in northern Idaho when a truck loaded with fireworks just went up in flames. And you can see the smoke here pouring from that truck. And if you listen closely, you can even hear the fireworks exploding. While they didn't shoot into the sky, there are holes in the truck's roof from mortar rounds going off inside. No one was hurt, but we're told the driver lost about $25,000 worth of fireworks. We all know animals that come out at night are not usually the most popular, the cutest, or the cuddliest, but bats, skunks, and owls, well, they need love too. So there's a new place opening in Pontiac to give those critters a home and also give you a place to get up close and personal. Our Paula Tutman is there live, looking to conquer her own fears. And Paula, how are you holding up?
Well, I'm doing okay. This is Camilla. Okay, it's okay, Camilla. This is Camilla. And she is the largest species of bat on the planet. I've been hanging out with her and about 200 of her closest friends as they get used to their brand new environs, and we're giving you your first look at the brand new Bat Zone in Pontiac. Right, Camilla? Say yes, yes, yes.
Now, these bats we're looking at here are South American fruit bats.
There are bats of all kinds: fruit bats, vampire bats, the giant Malaysian flying fox, which is actually a bat, a really, really big bat.
As a matter of fact, we have probably the largest diversity in bats in captivity in Michigan for sure.
The bats of the Bat Zone of Cranbrook have flown the coop to their new permanent facility in Pontiac, which will also house the new national headquarters for the Organization for Bat Conservation.
We are hoping to educate people about the importance of bats and also inspiring people to want to take part in bat conservation and help to save bats.
Housed on the corner of Woodward and Huron, the Bat Zone is unique because of its urban presence. Construction is at a fast pace for a public July 1st opening, where people will actually get up close and personal with bats, owls, skunks, even a giant two-toed sloth.
As you can see, his feet are like big hooks. They're meant for grasping onto tree branches.
You'll learn all kinds of cool stuff like the feeding habits of vampire bats.
So in the wild, they would sneak up on livestock in the middle of the night, and they don't actually suck blood like they say in the movies. They actually will make a tiny little cut on the skin, and then they actually just lap up the blood, kind of like a cat would drink milk.
You'll be able to see bats fly, you'll be able to see bats eat fruit, you'll be able to see some of the bats up close, as well as even getting to see some techniques of research as well, like bat detectors and getting to hear the bats' high-frequency echolocation calls. Just like bees, butterflies, and hummingbirds, bats are very important pollinators. Here in the United States and in Michigan, bats are insect eaters, and they're actually very important in controlling insect pests like mosquitoes that attack people, but more importantly, they're eating moths and beetles that attack our farmers' crops. So bats are very important in protecting our food source from insect pests.
Okay, so I actually handed Camilla back to Dawn. They're a lot more comfortable with that arrangement, and so am I, frankly. It's taken me all day just to get comfortable enough to get this close. But I really wanted to show you this facility because it really is mammoth. It's going to cost about $7 to get in when it opens on July 1st. The public gets to come in. They get a docent tour. They're also talking about opening this bat zone up as a venue for nonprofits to hold events. So really a nice thing for Pontiac, a great thing for people, an even better thing for bats. Sandra?
Paula, I have to say, I am impressed. When I saw you holding Camilla, good for you. Good for you. That is not for the faint of heart.
You know, we put the outtakes on my Facebook page, Local 4 Paula Tutman, if you're interested. You won't be that impressed.
Oh, my goodness. I am going to head there next. I've got to check that out. All right. Good job. Thank you, Paula. In good health on this Friday, we could be closer to a tanning drug that makes sunbathing unnecessary. Also, who's having tantrums because you're always on your smartphone? We'll talk about that. Also ahead, you've probably seen a few car chases like this one, a driver rushing at oncoming cars, but this chase takes a surprising twist. But up first, is one of the world's deadliest men, most wanted men, dead? Russia's newest claim in the war on terror. That's coming up.
Coming up all new on Local 4 News at 5 and 6.
A man was picking up a couple of items from this gas station on Detroit's west side and struck up a conversation with a couple of guys he met earlier that night. But then
the guys from behind and pointed the gun to my head. Yeah, from there, I'm like, I just instantly got quiet. I started shaking.
Hear more from the man as he describes the traumatic experience and what these two guys got away with. That story at 5 o'clock.
First at 4 now, we are tracking stories making headlines around the world at this hour, and we start in the Middle East. That's where Russia is claiming it may have killed the leader of ISIS. The death of Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi has been rumored many times before. This time, Russia says it launched an airstrike in Syria, targeting 30 ISIS field commanders and 300 militants. The United States and its allies have not been able to confirm al-Baghdadi's death, and even Russia says the report at this point is not definitive. In London, Queen Elizabeth and Prince William visited with victims of that horrific high-rise fire from earlier this week. They stopped at a community center where supplies are being gathered for fire victims. And at the same time, there's a growing sense of anger that materials used in a recent renovation may have fueled that fire. One newspaper reports contractors used a cheaper, less flame-resistant paneling on the building. At least 30 people died in that fire. Turning to good health now, is your smartphone triggering tantrums? No, not from you, but from your kids. A new study finds young children whose parents often interrupt family time by pulling out their phones were more likely to whine, sulk, and throw tantrums. Experts say when kids feel like you're more interested in your device than you are in them, they tend to act out in ways to try to grab your attention, even if it's negative attention. Just one more reason to try to limit your tech time during family time. Spray tans might make you look tan, but they don't offer any real protection against harmful rays. Now scientists at Massachusetts General are even closer to developing a rub-on tanning drug that causes your skin cells to darken and also produce the protective pigment melanin. This would be especially beneficial for fair-skinned people who usually burn by giving them a tan and also real protection from the sun as well. The drug is being tested right now with animals, so stay tuned. Andrew is back now, and it looks like we're keeping an eye on the possibility of some pop-up showers.
That's right. There are some that have just popped up in the past few minutes, Sandra. Now, not very widespread like yesterday, and no significant heavy downpours as of yet that are widespread. But take a look at 4 Live radar. Near the top of your screen, that's some light rain showing up in green. But look, the past few frames here, you got these cells that popped up here in our south zone, especially in portions of Lenawee County. You can see just to the east of Adrian. This one right here, no lightning associated with it. I've got lightning tracker turned on, but a significant downpour that will move across Route 23 within the next 15 to 20 minutes. You got a few more here that are developing and may grow along this line from the northeastern portion of Lenawee County into areas just south of Ann Arbor, like the Saline and Milan area, on into southern Wayne County. You can see that just downriver here, also down toward Wyandotte. So places like Wyandotte, Carlton, Romulus, right at the airport, you might get a heavier shower here within the next 30 to 60 minutes. That will pop up literally right over you. And we're looking at some of this light rain move across portions of northern Lapeer County. That's going to stay pretty light as it moves off from west to east. You can see here in the metro zone tomorrow, it'll be just about as hot with high temperatures in the upper 80s to near 90 degrees in your 4-zone weather. Just about as hot and steamy also for our friends over in Dundee and our south zone west of 275. We'll see some showers in the afternoon, so rain cooled air means temperatures that will be in the 70s. But before any rain develops tomorrow afternoon, that is for Saturday, it'll be just as hot and steamy as it is right now. So count on 80s for tomorrow, just like we're seeing currently, 86 degrees. In fact, I think we'll see 86 degrees over the next couple of hours. Coming downtown for the baseball game, count on an on-time start, but bring your ponchos. Maybe during the early part of the game, 1st through 4th inning, might see a scattered shower even right here in Detroit. And for the ride home, still warm and muggy with temps in the low 80s and upper 70s. Right now we're looking at temperatures in the upper 80s in some places, 89 for our friends over in Mount Clemens. Those areas where it was raining, those areas of green and yellow that you just saw, where dew points right now are in the 50s and even low 60s, give you an idea of how humid it is. Rain cooled air means temperatures currently are in the 70s, but once that rain clears, if it's raining in your neighborhood now, sun reappears and it gets hot and sticky once again over the next couple of hours. In fact, hot and sticky the rule as we go throughout much of the weekend, at least the beginning of it. We're well south of this warm or stationary front. That means the atmosphere is still unstable. As you can see tomorrow afternoon after 3 o'clock or so, we could see showers and thunderstorms erupt once again, then some more for tomorrow night and for the early part of Father's Day. But by Father's Day afternoon, it gets drier. Now with tomorrow's storms, they could mean business. They could be nastier. That's why we have a slight risk, at least, of some of those storms being strong to severe. So scattered storms later on this evening, temperatures down to about 69 overnight, 80s this weekend, Sandra, and then look at that. Look at that. Cooler 70s early next week.
All right, thank you, Andrew. Still ahead here first at 4, the grocery store deal that could change your shopping habits. Also, prosecutors argued her text messages helped cause the death of her boyfriend. Now the judge hands down his verdict. But at first, we showed you this guy right here trying to get away by car. Now he's on foot. He's running, but he has a very bad getaway plan. See where he ended up coming up next. But first, as we head to break, here's a look at how the markets have closed for the day.